wrong thing and it comes up.
So at 5 or 6, they should know about homosexuality. They should know being a gay man means sucking this man dick, Lil Johnny. If you want to tell it all, you gotta tell it all.
And unfortunately, if you watch TV, you see gay
No. They see gay men kissing.
They see.
Do you tell them the whole deal?
You have to tell them.
At 5?
You have to tell them when they understand it.
No.
I tell mine when they understand it.
Nah,
I'm not saying a 5-year-old understands.
I think certain things depends on household to household. But at the end of the day, as long as the parents involved with the children, then it's fair enough. They're doing their job. If you decide you want to tell Lil Johnny, then you doing your job. If I decide I don't want to tell Lil Johnny, I'm doing my job. Because we're still in the household. But you cannot say...
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying that the way we're going about it is wrong. Because we can't hide anything from them now. And we can't. You know what I'm saying? You watch TV, you watch things. I mean, this
you don't watch that program.
Commercial.
You don't watch Love and Hip Hop. You 5. No, that's how you handle that shit.
The culture that we have our children in, they can go outside and see Love and Hip Hop. You have to teach them early.
And you know what? And at the end of the day, what I feel, if they come ask me, why Lil Gay Jerry be fucking around with Lil Gay Johnny? That's none of your damn business. Period. It ain't no conversation. Cause you too young to understand. And if you tell him that shit, and if he say, let's keep it real. Lil Johnny, no.
Like that.
No, let's keep it real.
I understand
if Lil Johnny's body is different and he, want to play with his dick and shit now because we don't explain to him some gay shit, he might want to go try it. I'm not agreeing with that. That's not a conversation we're going to have.
They going to see. I'm saying, the way I do it, the way I do mine, and now this is what I'm saying. I'm going to be the one to teach you about this and no one else. Because like you said earlier, that's my child.
Right. So
I'm going to be the one to try to give you as much information as possible because I like to say, when I look at the word parents, we're just a pair, two people that's rented as children. Once you get older, you can do whatever the hell you want. Right. But I'm going to educate you on everything I possibly can because I want to be able to tell you because I love you and I have no...
And we got the best intentions for our own children.
Indeed. But the average person out there, my homeboys when we was younger, we didn't know. Nobody was teaching us. So we taught each other on what we thought it was and what we would see out there.
That's true.
And that's what I'm saying. As parents, for me, I'm not going to allow the next person to teach my child.
But it's going to happen, though.
No, I'm saying...
why it's going to happen? Because you got to send them to school.
I got them to 5 years old.
You got to send them to school. Now listen. Now if you go... Now you can teach all you want at home. When you go to school, that's out of your hands.
Indeed.
So then what we got to do, like I'm trying to say...
When they come home, I ask them.
No. It don't matter. They know it already.
No, they don't.
So they have a talk about... If they have a talk about what homosexuality is or whatever, they have a talk about it at school. Now, you ain't want to have that talk yet if you chose not to. When you come home and say what you learned, it's too late. They learned it.
No, it's not too late.
Why not? Because they got the information.
No, they got their information, and you have to give them your information because you could probably go more in depth with them.
Bro.
You make it seem like because the teachers talk about homosexuality. Now you can't talk.
No, they don't show the video. They don't show body parts. They what go to what.
But you can actually teach them more. You can get more in depth. The teacher only can tell them so much.
No,
but you can really get in depth.
What I'm saying is, if you did not want them to have that talk. Now when they went to school, they had to talk regardless. So now you come home, ain't nothing you can say.
Yes, it is. I have to explain what it was. Now
they know what it was.
No. So now they're going to have to tell me what they think it is, so I can give them a better understanding of what they know.
But what if you did not want them to know about that?
We live in a world where there's a lot of stuff we don't want them to know. That's why it's important for you to teach them.
No, it's important for us to get our rights as parents, and that's what
we do have rights as parents.
No.
My child is. Your child is
what I'm saying.
Your child is with you the majority of the time.
Listen, that's not true. They in school the majority of the time. But what I'm trying to say is this: they in school almost 8 hours a day,
and they're home. Okay, so they go to school. Let's say they go to school at 8 to 3:30. To 3:30.
Right. Come home.
So that's 6 hours. Now you come home. I got you from. First of all, I got you from 1 year to 5. So whatever, a lot of children can learn a lot of things by 5 years old. They're not stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now I got you those years. Now, if I'm teaching you all the time, I got Saturdays and Sundays I can teach you. I got all these days that you off, I can teach you. I got from 3:30 to 10 o'clock or whatever when they go to bed to teach you. It's up to us to teach them. Like that's the problem with us now. We leaving them to be taught by other people.
Let's be realistic, man. Let's be realistic.
We're being realistic.
just random thoughts, yo.
Random thoughts.
Now, we all gotta work. We gotta eat.
Yes.
We gotta wash our ass. You gotta tend to your spouse if you got one. All that shit that we talking about, this teaching ain't happening, bro. What's teaching, what's happening, and that's what I'm trying to say. We have to, start a new political party. That's number one. We got to get the right people in office to make the right changes we need. What I'm trying to say is, now just hear me out, that homosexuality conversation we was having, that if a person don't want their child to hear that, the law got to get changed so it can say schools won't talk about that. We need people in office that make that change, and that will put parenting back in your hands so your child hears shit you don't want them to hear or do want them to hear.
Most of them classes you can opt out of. But most of these parents are not.
That's not true, bro.
When
That's
you
not true.
They
credit it.
No. Most of them classes you can't opt out. I'm involved. Believe me. I'm trying to form a PTA. I'm involved. So I go to the school. I talk to the teachers. I see who comes. I actually see that when they have parent-teacher conferences and stuff, it'd be two parents. I see it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I know who's engaged and who's not. I've been around enough. Well, in most schools, because teachers talk. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We can see why these things are happening in our community.
And teachers talk and teachers double talk. No knock on teachers. But at the end of the day, they're gonna have that conversation with that child they feel is right. Not what you feel is right. You understand? So
that's
all this stuff. No, but we can't come in because we working, and we can't come in because. Hold on. We can't come in because. But at home, once they get home, they got the information. There's nothing I can do to change
yes, you
it.
can. See.
Okay. Hold on. That's where we. Wait. Let me say this.
We differ there.
So you mean to tell me if your child went to school and learned that Barack Obama was a 44th president of the United States,
which is true,
right? He come home and tell you that. You gonna undo that information?
I'm not gonna undo the truth.
So then what I'm saying is, when a child is learning something that you don't want them to know, whether it's homosexuality or whatever the case may be, when they come home, you're not gonna undo that truth because it's already done.
But you can undo. You got to bring forth understanding to what is being learned. Yes, it is.
The truth is,
that's like
the understanding is this.
So that's
grown
like
up conversation. It's children conversation.
It's like if a teacher tell my child that 2 + 2 is 5. You telling me I can't undo the fact that 2 + I can't show them how that's wrong?
But is there not homosexuality out here?
It is.
So then it's the truth. And you can't undo that.
No, we can't.
If you don't want him to know that, it's done.
So all I can do is educate them about it.
No, what we can do is say,
look, I don't want my... You're not changing it.
Yes,
you're not.
You have to. Listen. Okay, whoa.
You're not changing it. It's here.
We used to couldn't vote, right?
No, I'm saying...
You didn't change that?
I'm talking about... No, voting... No, hold on.
No. Black people couldn't vote.
No,
right? Did they change it?
That was wrong, right?
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm
saying,
saying, but if you're considered a citizen of the country, you have the right to vote. That was wrong. So you can explain how that's wrong.
Was slavery changed? It was wrong.
Slavery was changed.
How?
It was wrong.
Who changed it?
White people and black people.
Exactly. So the same people can change what your child learn and don't learn at school. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is we had to talk to the people in order and bring forth an understanding so they can understand why it was wrong for the people.
And that's what we have to do.
So that's what I'm saying.
We have to make them understand.
So we have to do that with our children.
No. Children not teaching children. The grown-ups is teaching children.
And I'm a grown-up too.
So we need to
have to change the system. I'm not saying we don't.
Okay.
We should not have to change the system, but I'm not going to rely on the system being changed in order to teach my child.
But it's not. I'm not saying what you teaching your child. I'm talking about what your child is being taught, not by you. That's what I'm talking about. So we have to change. We have to change
society too.
No. But that's what's first. We have to change we have to change what our children are being taught. You understand? Now, I'm not saying you can't teach your child this, and that. That's our personal choice. But they're not telling us we had the choice to do anything. They're going to do what they want. And they're taking your voice out.
But see, that's why. But if you're not involved in the school that your child goes to, then you have no say.
It don't matter because you don't have no say so.
All of that stuff matters.
Parents have nothing to say
Yes,
about
they
the
do.
curriculum. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
We do.
The children are taught the curriculum because it's accredited by the state. In order for you to graduate, you need credits in this, and that. You're not gonna change that. The only way you're gonna change it is by law. You can go to as many PTA meetings you want.
No.